Story time continues. Now, I usually have bullet points or some kind of guideline to follow, but I've told this story so many times that I'm pretty sure I have it down. So, the Jaguar story. In the ancient Mayan tradition, the shaman that were in training were supposed to arrive at what was called the Jaguar priest level. Now, the Jaguar was very revered and respected. It was a conscious hunter. It wasn't like the bear. The bear, if it saw something in its territory, would just bowl it over and eat it. The jaguar, on the other hand, if something came into its territory, it would stay in the canopy waiting and studying its prey. A jaguar would learn all of its habits. It would learn where it eats, where it sleeps, where it likes to go to the bathroom. Also, it could figure out the most perfect time to drop down on it and dispatch it. Now, every time a new animal comes into the territory, the jaguar has to learn something new. If an animal shows up that he's already killed before, he already knows how to handle it. The reason why I share this today is because this is a wonderful metaphor for life. Here we think that problems are somehow punishment, curses, or bad karma. There is a function behind problems, and that is they teach us something. Every animal that comes into the jaguar's territory represents a problem in our life. The jaguar's territory represents a metaphor for our lives, and we are the jaguar. Now, if new animals do not come in, new challenges, the jaguar does not evolve. He or she does not get smarter. Same thing goes for us. It seems as though every time we figure an animal out, the universe sends us another one. This is not punishment, this is evolution. What's really interesting is that some of these animals come from outside of our territory. Some of these animals come from up underground. Some of them scare us and come out from above the trees and drop down on us. I call those curveballs. Some of our challenges and our problems are coming from the outside, and some are coming from the inside. So we have to ask ourselves, when a new animal comes into our territory, am I going to be the bear or the jaguar? Am I going to tackle it and learn nothing? Or am I going to stay back and study it and be the conscious hunter? The bear represents the reptilian part of our brain, the ego, the trauma, the knee-jerk reaction. The jaguar represents the higher part of our brain, it's the conscious part of our brain, the higher self, the evolved frontal lobe. Now, what's beautiful about this story is it takes us out of the victim space and puts us into the hero space. It also helps us recognize that problems are not just coming at us. We are the hunters. We are the ones stalking them and looking for them and taking them out. This is also an opportunity to give ourselves some credit. Think about when you were a young jaguar. Think about the animals that used to scare you. Now that you're an older jaguar, you can take down prey that is 10 times the size and not even break a sweat. This is evolution. Some problems are small. They're like taking out a squirrel. Some are bigger, having to take on an ocelot. Other problems are like taking on a boar or a deer, in some case a giant ox. And the universe just sends us stranger and more exotic animals with greater abilities. Eventually, you work yourself up to a dragon, three-headed dragon with missiles. It shoots lasers out of its eyes, and then it turns invisible when you try to hit it, or you hit it and it gets stronger. And it's our job to get stronger, smarter, more patient, and if we're going to survive, we're going to have to level up. It gives us a moment to realize that the universe isn't picking on us, it's giving us an opportunity to grow. And if we are expanding our territory, in other words, we're taking on our goals, dreams, and desires, it's only a matter of time before our territory invites new animals we've never had to take down before into it. It's a natural consequence of expansion. Now, there are some animals that are harmless, and it doesn't matter if they're in our territory, they don't do that much damage. But there are some animals that have been there for a long time. They've gotten really big and they're destroying the place. And we either are watching them, or we're planning to take them out, or we're letting them run amok. And ask yourself, in any situation, do I want to be the bear or do I want to be the jaguar? And which animals are you finally ready to get rid of?